Welcome to the Weather Guru podcast for July 20th, 2025, this Sunday edition. Thank you for listening. Please hit that subscribe button on the way in as we give you the tropical update briefly and then the lower 48 hazards and warning weather concerns, for July 20th, 2025, this Sunday edition for the lower 48. Right now, you're looking at the tropical outlook courtesy of National Hurricane Center in Miami, Florida. We have an area of disturbance out a couple hundred miles east of Barbados here and the Lesser Antilles Islands. This has been given a less than 40% chance development in yellow here. It's just a broad area of low pressure, but it has a lot of factors working against it. Obviously, the Saharan dust is thick here, but the cooler water sea surface temperatures out this far, this early in the hurricane season, is prohibiting a lot of the development. It's just not well organized. So we don't have anything else in the Caribbean basin or the Gulf of America, or even the North Atlantic. Don't have anything going on in the Eastern Pacific as well. So that's all we're tracking for that. Now, looking at the Storm Prediction Center hazards for July 20th, 2025, you can see that these mostly are garden variety thunderstorms here that we're experiencing, with a slight chance in yellow outlined for places like Nebraska, central North Dakota, and South Dakota there. And also the Black Hills of South Dakota and Wyoming, and a little bit of Montana, eastern Montana, as well as the Ohio Valley. So if you're coming across Louisville, Lexington, Frankfort, back over toward Beckley, West Virginia, and into Cincinnati and Indianapolis, Ohio, some of the southern suburbs, Indianapolis, Indiana, some of the southern suburbs up 65 and 70 there, and Illinois, central Illinois. You want to be careful there for garden variety thunderstorms there that could produce some hail and straight line winds, as well as in northeast PA, upstate New York, Hudson Valley, over toward the Berkshires and the Connecticut River Valley, up towards Vermont and New Hampshire. Be very careful there. Boston, look on afternoon for afternoon thunderstorms that could pop and crack and provide some brief hail and some gusty winds downwind from the area. So let's look out for the National Weather Service current hazards here. You can see there's a huge area of heat down south. Just been hot all around the Gulf Coast from Jacksonville, Tallahassee, Pensacola, Mobile, Biloxi, New Orleans, hello to you, Alexandria, Hammond, Shreveport, back up toward Conway and Fayetteville, Mountain Home, Arkansas, Little Rock. All these places on the heat advisories, extending into Oklahoma, the plains from Tulsa to Oklahoma City, Norman, back over towards the Enid, Oklahoma. And then we have this, everyone that's not in the heat advisories here in orange. Above that, we have extreme heat in purple. Now, this one includes cities like Memphis, Greenwood, Mississippi, back over to Paducah, Champaign, Effingham, Illinois, back to the Boot Hill country of Missouri, back toward Joplin and Springfield, and St. Louis, in the northern and southern suburbs of St. Louis, and then back over towards Kansas, Wichita, into Topeka, Kansas. Extreme heat is possible today for Sunday, July 2025. Drink lots of water with light clothing. Stay indoors as much as possible. An extreme heat watch and above that in red for the northern Missouri counties and also in the central Illinois and then into northern Kansas is what we're experiencing here. Now, out west, you still have that dry air that's producing red flag warnings, low humidities. This includes Carson City, Reno, Nevada, back over towards Boise, Idaho, places like that, Yellowstone National Park, south in Wyoming, and most of the places there like Casper, and even extending to just to the west of I-25 in Cheyenne, Wyoming. So please be careful not to burn anything or any sparks, because it's a red flag warning. Up north, Pacific Northwest, you're looking great. Hello to you, Seattle, Portland, Salem, Coos Bay, looking great. We do have some showers here. Flood watch in green for counties that are east of the Cascades here. Mountains here and up the Front Range and Dividing Range in the state of Washington. So be very careful there if you're coming through any of those passes there. Once you leave Stevens Pass and Richards Pass and the Snoqualmie Pass, so they're over the passes, there's some rain that you could encounter later on today, this Sunday, July 20th, 2025. Now, looking at the water vapor here, you can see that the south is hot and dry. There's a lot of dry air here with this yellow denoted on the Gulf Coast here, all along the Gulf Coast. We have some moisture in Texas that continues to plague them in the Red Hill country of Texas there. So anywhere from Austin, San Antonio, south to San Marcos, Buda, Texas, you guys are going to be experiencing some rain back towards Kerrville and the normal spots there, but not as bad as it has been. You can see the moisture in the green denoted here in Ohio. So Cincinnati coming up I-75 through Dayton, Springfield, Cincinnati, 275 down there is going to be having a lot of rain. Then you see this cloud of stream of moisture here that's coming along anywhere from Flint, Michigan, Detroit, north of there toward Bad Axe, and then over toward Saginaw, and Kalamazoo and Grand Rapids, and then we have that extending just north of the Chicago, Kenosha, Wisconsin line. Some showers there, and some showers I showed you in the Dakotas there. There's that green blob of moisture that's moving into Minnesota, western Minnesota, that will continue to affect places like Bemidji and down into the Twin Cities. Possibly can get some showers later on this Sunday. See the moisture train coming into Pacific Northwest, but it's not a Pineapple Express. It's just light showers, but it will produce that flood watch that I showed you in northern Washington. California, hello to you. San Francisco, LA, Oxnard, San Diego, Inland Empire, hello to you. And also in the Fresno, Bakersfield, and the high and low deserts, you guys are dry. You see this wedge of orange here, all that heavy dry air, crisp, cool air from San Francisco all the way down to the border of San Diego there. Perfect dry conditions there. If you're going to the Grand Canyon or Las Vegas, perfect conditions there. Just hot, hot, hot. And that's what we have going on with the water vapor. Now, GFS model showing here, courtesy of TropicalTidbits.com, shows those showers perfectly here in the next 6 hours. As I advance the map here, you can see that we don't have any huge big systems coming for the next 6 to 12 hours or 2 days here. Now, as we head into the initial forecast here toward Friday, toward the end of this upcoming week, you can see the pattern still remains here, this ridging pattern here. Jet stream retreated well north. We get a lot of that Gulf moisture seeping and surging up for bringing rain showers, of course, the Birmingham, Atlanta, Nashville, Louisville, back over toward the eastern seaboard here, and that's going to be having an effect. So if you look, we have above normal rain totals that's going to be expected for the next upcoming week from July 20th to July 27 here for anywhere from Maine, I-95 corridor, all the way down to Miami, because we have a lot of tropical moisture coming up from the Gulf of America. It's going to be interacting with some frontal or trough boundaries here, but very warm conditions will continue to affect the East Coast, the Mid-Atlantic, the Southeast, and the Midwest, and that's what the warm areas, the majority of the warm areas is going to be. Typical warm conditions expected in the Southwest and West. Nothing unusual out of that, according to the GFS model. And as I run through it again here, you can just see the systems advancing across the country above those ridge runner showers there with the high pressure and firm control this summer here, placed in Canada, and it's going to continue, and of course off the coast of Bermuda, to continue to bring these showers, rounds of pulses of rain here for the next 7 days. And you can see as I continue to advance it here, you can see that much of the rain is going to stick toward the east, the mid-Atlantic, and the southeast coast. So this has been your weather guru update for July 20th, 2025. Thank you for listening. Please be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode.